What's going on, guys? Got another video for you today. It's going to be my Switch predictions. So I'm thinking it's going to come out on March 17th or March 24th, which are both Fridays. Typically, that's just when game consoles launch. Nintendo launches a lot of their games on Fridays as well. So with that being said, I think that's the launch. Price range, I'm thinking anywhere from 250 to 300, possibly even 400. Now I'm going to break that down even further. I'm thinking there's going to be a unit that's just the actual handheld itself, and I'm thinking that'll be 2 to 250, and then I'm thinking there's one that comes with the dock itself, which will be 3 to 400. And I think the one that comes with the dock might come with the Pro Controller, or at the very least, so that Nintendo could cheap out a little bit, they'll give you that shitty little thing that you put the Joy-Cons in, because that would cost less for them to put that in. Basically, you make a Pro Controller out of your Joy-Cons. And then I think I think they might honestly both be bundled with Splatoon. If there are two bundles, or if there's just one, I think it'll honestly be bundled with Splatoon, just because that IP did well, but not well enough for Nintendo to like justify it yet. I don't feel like. I mean, I think it sold 2 or 3 million, which is definitely good, but not anywhere like Nintendo probably wanted it to be. So I think that'll be bundled in. I think it'll have new features, online, chat play. I think they might amp up the multiplayer a little bit, make it bigger matches, like with more people and stuff. So only time will tell. We're not that far, guys. Online, I think it'll be similar to Xbox Live, where it has a gold and a silver plan. So Obi-Wan just did a video about this. I watched it right before I was recording this. See, even I fall into the Switch rumor life on YouTube. But yeah, I kind of had already thought this myself as well, that there will be a gold and a silver plan. Basically, the silver plan being you don't pay for it, but you can still use some of the features, and then the gold plan being that you pay $5 to $15 a month, give or take, and you get free games and stuff. But with that being said, I think Nintendo will offer genuine good games from their history. They literally could give away 2 games a month, every month, for years, like a decade probably, not a decade, but probably 5 years, to where you're getting, like you might get Ocarina of Seasons, and you might get, I don't even know, like Donkey Kong Country, something, just 2 random systems like that, 2 awesome games, and they're both free. However, I don't know if Nintendo would do that, because then it would hurt their eShop sales too, maybe, but they might make it enough to where it's cost effective, to where they're giving out enough games to where it like equilibriums out. I don't even know if that's the right word for it, but basically where it equals out in the price range. And then let's see. So far the launch games that are semi-confirmed for it, I firmly believe that Zelda will be there day one. I honestly still believe that it's going to get canceled for the Wii U. I will eat crow when that doesn't come to fruition. I think it definitely will get canceled for the Wii U, but who knows? Personally, I'll probably play it on the Wii U, just because I waited so long to play it on the Wii U, if it does come out for both. So you got Zelda at launch. I'm thinking Mario will be a launch window. I don't think it's launch. I think it's launch window. That's why we didn't see much about it yet. Then you've got other things that are pretty much confirmed at this point. Dragon Quest X, I believe, will probably be there, because that game is actually out on the Wii U in Japan. So the game is already built and been running for years at this point. Dragon Quest X is the MMO one. I'm interested. I would like playing that. I'd like to try that. And then Just Dance 2017, Seasons of Heaven, Stardew Valley. So that's from the creators of Harvest Moon, I believe, and it's basically this, it's a farming simulator. Mario Kart 8, and then Splatoon, as I already touched on, but I think that will be bundled with, even if there's just one console you can buy, I think it'll be bundled with it. Mario Kart 8, I don't think that will be launch day. Well, I think that might be launch day, but I think, so like there's rumored to be Smash, Mario Kart, and just basically a lot of Wii U ports. I think that it'll either be Smash or it'll be Mario Kart. It won't be both. They're not going to hit us with all of that good stuff on one day. As much as we would all like that, they need to spread it out a little bit, to where they can gradually gauge it out, like pretty much once a month or once every other month they just hit us with like a huge title. So what else we got? what else has been sort of confirmed for that? On to the games that I think are going to happen myself, at least in the launch year. I think Pikmin 4 will absolutely be there, if not shown at the presentation. I think there will be a Donkey Kong shown within the first year of the system. I also think that there will be, and stay with me on this, it was rumored for a long time that Kid Icarus was going to get ported to the Wii U. I believe firmly that that might be, in the launch window, a port from 3DS to the Switch. I think that would be pretty badass. I really enjoyed that game. Again, just like Splatoon, Kid Icarus Uprising did not sell anywhere near what they wanted. If they ported it over to the Switch, that might do well. Alright, I went and had a quick hamburger and some tater tots for dinner. So, Kid Icarus is what we were talking about. And then, as far as the power goes for it, I firmly believe that it will be a Pascal X1, and it will be every bit of at least 1 teraflop of power. With that being said, I think that Nintendo and Nvidia are going to take a hit, because I think the Switch will succeed. I think it will be a good system. I think it will sell well. But I think they're willing to take the hit because Nvidia realizes that without Nintendo, and I could just be Nintendo fanboying it here, but I think that most gamers and game developers and publishers have to realize that Nintendo keeps the market from being stale and stagnant. And that's just a fact, because, you know, I didn't really like the Wii that much myself, but it was a cool idea in principle. But, and you know, the GameCube, that didn't really do anything different. Like the 64 and the Wii and the Wii U kind of have innovated, or the Wii U rather, those have all innovated in some way, shape, or form. But the Switch clearly is an innovation because it's a handheld portable fusion combo. So when the rumors of the Fusion first came out, it was probably 2013, late 2013. There was rumors that the Nintendo Fusion, and I gotta be honest, I didn't want it to happen because I love having my dedicated Game Boy and my dedicated console. And yes, I refer to my DS and my 3DS as Game Boys because I grew up on a Game Boy, so they're still Game Boys. But yeah, so the Switch is just, I'm really hoping it brings some change, and at first I really hated the concept of it. Like, it was kind of like The Force Awakens. I hated it at first, but then after I thought about it, it set in for a couple days. I was like, you know what, that is badass, and now I'm like super hyped for it. I definitely will be getting one. I can already assure you that I have that on lock. Not gonna say how, but I have it on lock. Yeah, so brother got the hookup. But yeah, so the power, I'm thinking Pascal power. I definitely don't think it'll be any less. It would be a mistake for them to go any less than that. With it being Pascal power, I'm going to go ahead and guess, and Nintendo never reveals the specs of their systems. They never do. So we're kind of going to have to wait for Nvidia to reveal it. If not, maybe somebody can crack it open and say, oh, this is the exact SKU number of this Pascal chip, and figure it all out. But I'm thinking it'll probably be about 2.4 teraflops is going to be my guess on the power level for the system. So some other games that I'd like to see for it that I'm pretty sure are going to happen too. Bayonetta 3, pretty sure that's going to happen. Scalebound just got canceled by Microsoft, so I don't know if they actually own that or if Platinum owns it and they were just fronting the money for it. But if that's the case and Platinum owns that IP, Nintendo, please buy Scalebound. That would be badass to play on the go. What else would be awesome? What other cool old IPs does Nintendo have that they haven't done in a while? Ice Climbers, that would be badass. They could just make a little portable version of it. They could play on the go, like up the graphics to like 2D, 3D, like Donkey Kong style, or 2.5D is what they call it. Update it to that. I think I've always wanted that. I've never heard anybody else ever talk about that. I like Ice Climbers. I think it's a fun game. So I think that would be a really cool thing that Nintendo could do. What else would be badass? Custom Robo, another one of my favorite franchises. Eternal Darkness, whatever the sequel was, maybe. Oh my God, what if that's a launch game? The spiritual successor to that. That thing has been dormant for a while. Nobody's talked about that in a while. I haven't heard any buzz about that. So that would be pretty badass as well. What other cool? Chibi Robo. I could see that happening again. No, maybe not because Chibi Robo for 3DS probably didn't sell that well. Um, what else? They recently did a Yoshi and a Kirby, so they'll probably be dormant for those for a little while. What else have they not done in a while? I'd like to see a Wario world game again. A lot of the games that I like are on the GameCube because that was just my favorite system. What else? What else could they get? I'd like to see Nintendo get some good third party though. So let's talk about third party. Supposedly Skyrim, and you got Dragon Quest, Just Dance, Lego City, and I'd like to see like Red Dead 2, maybe even get a port of GTA 5. That would be awesome to play on the go. I would quadruple dip on that because I bought it on 360, then I bought it on PC, then I bought it on my PS4. I would buy it again for the Switch. If Rockstar committed, I'm saying this now as a Nintendo fanboy, I will support third party on the Switch. I feel like I'm running for president here. Yeah, so Red Dead, GTA 5. Like, that's the thing. Rockstar needs, and all these companies, they need to just put some faith in us. Just for a year or two. And if people don't buy stuff for the Switch, they need to support it at launch. Like, GTA 5 needs to be ready at launch if they want us to believe that third-party support's going to be there. That game probably wouldn't even take that long because the architecture is supposedly easy to switch for. See what I did there? Switch over from Xbox One, PS4, and or PC to the Switch. So hopefully that does happen. I'd love to see some third-party stuff. And then as far as eShop stuff goes, supposedly there's going to be GameCube stuff, which would be cool. But to be honest with you, me personally, I have just about all the GameCube games that I would want to play. I'm sure that I wouldn't mind Baten Kaitos and Skies of Arcadia, which I have for the Dreamcast, but I'd rather play it on the GameCube, or finish it on the GameCube rather. There's definitely some cool GameCube games that I don't have yet that I want to get. But so one of my earliest collecting goals for, as a collector, was to get the full GameCube set. Unfortunately, YouTube has kind of made that hard, and again, I'm kind of to blame for it. But I make these videos and collecting videos, although I never talk about prices because I enjoy it. I want other people to enjoy the things that I enjoy. And if you guys have questions about a game or if I'd recommend it or this or that, then go ahead and ask me. But GameCube collecting is pretty much, it's hard now. I bought Chibi Robo not that long ago, and I think I spent $70 on it on eBay. That game's expensive. It really is. It's an awesome game, and it was probably worth the $70. I beat it. I enjoyed it. That's why I'd like to see a sequel to it, like a true sequel to it. Or just even a remake of it. I wonder how hard that would be to make. Who made that game? I think it was Hudson, maybe? It was one of those, Japanese companies. Or maybe it was Namco Bandai. I'm not sure. But, yeah, so that's pretty much most of my Switch predictions and that kind of stuff. We'll see if any of it comes true on, was that Thursday? It's Thursday at 11 o'clock Eastern. And then the Treehouse, I just looked it up. It's 8:30 on Friday Eastern. So if you figure out the time for your time zone, I'm sorry, I can't figure that out for you. But Eastern time is 11 and then 8:30 on Friday. So, yeah, those are my predictions. What other things would I like to see? Oh, Metroid, of course. And then a few other things that I wanted to discuss. If casual gamers don't get into it, then that will very much hurt the system. So that's something I'm kind of concerned about too, if the casual market actually picks the system up and enjoys it. And the other thing is, all the different combo attachments that I've seen people speculating and wanting for that you can slap onto the side or switch it in, slide it in. I saw a fishing one, there's a Pokemon Snap camera thing you can attach to it, and all these other different attachments that you can attach to it. And that is a really cool idea. I'd like to see Nintendo do that, but that could be kind of annoying in the sense that you'd have a gazillion controllers. And I already have a gazillion controllers in my room, so I really don't need any more. Yeah, so there's that, and then all the different limited editions that people have photoshopped together. They look really cool. I doubt we'll get one for launch. If we do, it would probably be a Zelda one, or just at the very least, maybe just like gold, or I would like to see some translucent stuff like some 64s. That would be badass. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now, gamers. So those are my predictions on everything, and hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment, like it, tell me what some of your predictions might be, and I'll probably make a video after the presentation, so probably Saturday maybe, to see what came to fruition with the presentation. So peace out for now, gamers. Till next time, have a good weekend if I don't make a video this weekend.
Come here, you mother...